What's up, guys? I'm Chris Spags here, back with another Four Corners for today's 9-game NBA main slate, courtesy of Awesemo.com and presented by SuperDraft. We got ourselves 9 games today to kick off the weekend. A lot of differing prices industry-wide we're going to have to talk about as we go. So let's get that power of positivity in the air. And right now, please hit that like button. And also, if you want to win a free month of Awesemo Plus, like the video and comment your top value play according to DraftKings salaries down below. We did get a winner from Friday who we'll announce a bit later on. So if you want to join that winner at the pay window, like the video and comment your top value play down below. But you guys know the drill. We've got no time to waste here in the Four Corners, so let's get right into it, starting with our first corner of the top owned plays in Gordon Hayward in a matchup versus Cleveland, where there's 115 implied points for Boston. Hayward will have 56% expected ownership on DraftKings, while he projects for just 1% on FanDuel. Hayward is a much bigger question on DraftKings, where he's the flat minimum price in his expected return, but industry-wide, he's not out of play thanks to the matchup with Cleveland and his ball-dominant role that he had before his injury. Another site-specific top owned play looks like Rudy Gobert in a match versus Oklahoma City, where there's 109.3 implied points for Utah. Gobert is 19% expected ownership on DraftKings, will be the highest owned play with 37% on FanDuel. Gobert is the chalk play on FanDuel today thanks to a reasonable price, and he looks like a solid but perhaps unspectacular play thanks to what should be a brutally slow-paced game versus Oklahoma City. And another top owned play at FanDuel in particular is Blake Griffin in a match bet New Orleans, where there's 112.8 implied points for Detroit. Griffin has 12% expected ownership on DraftKings, while he has 28% on FanDuel. Griffin had his best game of the year last time versus Indiana with 42.75 fantasy points, and now he's in a pace-up spot. He should see more assist and rebound opportunities, as well as some easy buckets with a 31% usage rate for him this year. And now into our next corner of some of the other top value plays, including Lonzo Ball in that match versus Detroit, where there's 113.8 implied points for New Orleans. Lonzo's price is reasonable, and even though he and Drew Holiday cut into each other's production, they both have settled in with just under 30% assist rates and lots of opportunity if this game is close. Another top value looks like Enes Kanter in that matchup versus Cleveland, where there's 115 implied points for Boston. Kanter's price is low enough to take some stabs, but he's in a dead-even timeshare with Daniel Tice, where either of them could exceed value with their prices down. And another top value looks like Joe Ingles in that match versus Oklahoma City, where there's 109.3 implied points for Utah. Ingles is particularly well priced on FanDuel, and he showed his upside with Mike Conley's sideline with 37.25 fantasy points last game versus Memphis. And for our next corner, let's hit on some of the other top plays, including Andre Drummond in that match bet New Orleans, where there's 112.8 implied points for Detroit. Drummond has over 58 fantasy points in his last 3 games, and the pace-up should offer even more rebound opportunities, even though he's less likely to be perfectly positioned as in slower-paced matchups. Another top play today looks like Paul George in a matchup at Indiana, where there's 108 implied points for the Clippers. George should see all the usage he wants with Kawhi Leonard likely out for rest on this back-to-back, and while Indiana is a pace-down, quality defensive team, Paul George averages 1.6 fantasy points per minute without Kawhi on the court. And another top-owned play for me looks like Brandon Ingram in that match versus Detroit, where there's 113.8 implied points for New Orleans. Ingram has had a down 2 games due to foul issues and then a blowout, but he was one of the steadiest players in the league before that, and he could find more scoring upside with Detroit's poor 107.3 defensive efficiency rating. Now for our last corner, let's talk about some lower-owned dart throws, including Montrezl Harrell in that game at Indiana, where there's 108 implied points for the Clippers. Harrell averages 1.4 fantasy points per minute without Kawhi, even when sharing the court with Paul George, and it's a rugged spot where he'll get a shot to compete on the boards with Indiana's quality bigs. Another dart throw I'm intrigued by is Andrew Wiggins in a match bet Phoenix, where there's 115.5 implied points for Minnesota. Wiggins had a down day in his return to the lineup versus the Lakers yesterday, but this game at Phoenix has the highest combined total on the slate, and Wiggins still has a 30% usage rate on the year, with much less ownership than Karl-Anthony Towns projects to have today. And our last dart throw is Derek Favors in that matchup versus Detroit, where there's 113.8 implied points for New Orleans. Favors is questionable again with his personal absence due to his mother's passing, but if he's in, his size is going to be needed versus Andre Drummond, and his price offers upside even if he sees just mid-20s minutes. So that's what I see so far for today's slate, so right now, please hit that like button. And if you want to win a free month of Awesemo Plus, like the video and comment your top value play according to DraftKings salaries down below. On Friday, one guy broke the schneid with his guess of Jeff Teague. It's this guy right here, Johnny Myers 20. So Johnny, email me at chris@awesemo.com to collect your prize. For everybody else out there, if you want to win your free month, like the video and comment your top value play down below. And those free months come courtesy of SuperDraft. So right now, head over to superdraft.io. If you use the promo code AWESEMO, AWESEMO, you can get $20 free with any deposit of $100 or more. So go over there right now and try out their new multiplier tournaments, a tournament style where you don't even have to know salaries. You just pick your guys and go. They have a lot of overlay on there, so there's a lot of money to go around around for you at superdraft.io. So go check them out right now and use that promo code AWESEMO for your $20 free. And if you want some more data at your fingertips for this big slate, use this promo code SWITCH and HEDGE for half off your first month of Awesemo Plus. Go to awesemo.com/join right now and use that promo code, or find packages as low as $3.95 a week on there. So go to awesemo.com/join right now and find a package that'll work for you. Go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. I've got 7 days a week of NFL and NBA content through the rest of 2019. I also have my own personal podcast, which is on my pinned tweet right now at Chris Spags. So check me out. Go learn more about what I'm doing outside of here. It gets weird. On Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. I'll be back on Live Before Lock later today with the Chubster Josh Engelman, so tune in then. I'll be back with you guys again tomorrow for another Four Corners. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great night and good luck.